I may have just found the most magical fossil of my entire life. Here, let me show you. Oh, hey. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Finding Fossils with Sean. We're back in our favorite fossil hunting, well, my favorite fossil hunting creek. And I haven't been here for a couple months, and you may have picked up from the title of this video, something significant has happened since I've hiked and fossil hunted here. About 2 weeks ago, there was a major tornado that went through this area, and it messed a lot of things up for a lot of people and a lot of organizations. Not too far away from here is the Cincinnati Nature Center, and towards the end of the video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about them. But I figured after a tornado, maybe it was a perfect time to go back to my fossil hunting spot and see what I could find. You never know what you may find after a storm. As that phrase goes, after the storm comes the rainbow. So who knows? We may just find something truly special here today. Let's go fossil hunting, shall we?
All right. So I found a lot of great fossils in this trip, and I thought what better way to start than with the cephalopods. I always love the way cephalopods look. Now, if you notice in the identification, I put likely down. That's because I think it could also be Tripodocerus duceri, which is kind of the more common cephalopod in our region. But let's move on from the cephalopods and move straight on over to the brachiopods. Oh, the brachiopods. Such a large and very varied phylum. Now, you're going to see in this that there are two that I can't really truly identify. This is the first one. It looks like a lot of other brachiopods, however, not necessarily from the Ordovician period. And here's a Platystrophia, as well as this fossil as well. You notice how small these actually are. And if you can go here, this is while we're out in the creek, and here's another piece of Platystrophia there. Even though the whole brachiopod's not there, we know what it is. Which brings us to our second brachiopod that we can't quite nail down what species as it is. As I was saying, there are a lot of brachiopods that look similar to each other, but they may not necessarily all be from the Ordovician. Some of them could be from the Devonian, the Silurian, or even maybe the Pennsylvanian. Makes one of the reasons for me at this point a little hard to nail down exactly what genus they are. But we can't let that down. We've got more fossils to find. Which brings us to the one, the only, well, not the one and the only, but Bryozoa. Now, I recently got a new resource that really helps me identify Bryozoa a little bit easier, at least in terms of its genuses. This, for example, is a Pernopera, which is known for its large, flat sheets. But in contrast, here's another Bryozoa, same phylum, same Bryozoa, but a different genus altogether, a Batosoma. Beautiful, isn't it? In the creek, there are just so many fossils here that day. A lot of great finds, including this right here. What do you think it is? It's taken me a long time to research and finally decipher what it is. I thought it was a lot of different things for so long, and we'll save that for another video, but until then, I'd like to know what you think.
I may have just found the most magical fossil of my entire life. Here, let me show you. Look at this. Do you know what this is? Well, obviously it's a fossil, but there's a hole right in the middle of it. Little did I know when I was looking for fossils after a tornado, I would find a fossil as rare as the magical land of Oz, as it were. This is my second hagstone, or adderstone. You may know it as a fairy stone, or a serpent's eye, or there's like a lot of other different names for this kind of stone. Now, what makes this unique is most of the time hagstones or fairy stones, they're made out of flint. But this, oh no, this is limestone. This is a piece of branching bryozoa that has a naturally occurring hole in the middle of it. I can't believe it. Literally, this is an incredibly, maybe once in a lifetime find of a fossil. Now, I called it a hagstone or an adderstone or a fairy stone. You may have heard me say that. And I was planning on doing a longer video about this. Earlier this year, I found my first one. I'll put that clip up right now. And that was super important to me. But this is so cool. So a hagstone, the tradition, the hagstone, adderstone, these are stones, rocks that have naturally occurring holes in them, like this one right here. Now, the importance and the magic and practice and lore around these stones go way back to medieval Europe, to Druidic culture and practices. There's so many different things that these stones bring the wearer good luck. They say that fairy stones are even more special if you find them yourselves instead of them being given to you. Of course, there's other legends that say they're more special if people give them to you. My favorite legend with adderstones is that if you put them up to your eye, you can see the future. So I'll go ahead, I'll get out of the way. Maybe I'll look this way. What will you find? Hey, it's been a minute. It's been more than a minute. It's been several weeks, actually a few months since the earlier part of this video that you saw. So, what's happened? Well, I had a few projects, paying projects that came up that I had to focus on those, and I was also thinking about tying this into possibly a fundraiser for the Cincinnati Nature Center. As I said in the beginning of the video, there was a tornado that hit the Cincinnati Nature Center's Long Branch location, and as soon as, and I love hiking in that location, as soon as that section reopened, I went and hiked what I did, and you can see this footage here. This is what it looked like after the tornado hit, and Long Branch Farms and Trails, as part of the Cincinnati Nature Center, has been sort of a saving grace for me. During the pandemic, when I lost my job initially, I couldn't hike at Roe Woods because of the reservation system. I just couldn't get in, but I could get in at Long Branch. And I hike there almost every week now. And to see it like this, it really kind of tore me up a little bit. But, like I said, it's been months later since the beginning part of this video, and the Cincinnati Nature Center for me has always been something that has been truly amazing, because they could have let all that damage really take hold, but instead, and it's why I love nature, just months later, yes, the trees are down, but that's just nature's way sometimes. So, I'm not going to make a direct call out, like if you want to donate to the Cincinnati Nature Center, there'll be information in the description down below. Also, I'll link their channel at the end of this as well, but I guess I don't really have an honest wrap up to this or it is honest. This is as honest as you're going to get. I'm at Roe Woods, the main Cincinnati Nature Center now, and fall has finally come, and it is absolutely beautiful out. So if you've made it this far into the video, go outside when this finishes. Go out, embrace the outdoors. It's a beautiful world. Enjoy it. Don't let the tornadoes get you down. Those are only temporary things. Nature will bounce back. May take it a while, but it will bounce back. So, a little bit more sincere than I anticipated, but have a great day, everyone. Be careful out there, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye, everybody.